Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm Julie with Bookshelf by Julie. Today I'm working in the Waterfall journal and I'm using the Vintage Rose and Vintage Playtime journal kit on my website if anybody wants it. If you already have it, thank you very much. So today I'm working in this one, and what I'm going to do is this page. I've got it done in this signature, so we're going to do it in the other signature. Okay, we're going to do, let me pull this out. It's easier that way, right? All right. It is a belly band. It's also a slider belly band. Just move her out. It slides up and down, and you can sit her in there. And it also is a pocket for a long tall tag. Okay, so I haven't put a ribbon in that yet, but we will do it. We will do it. So that's what we're making today. Pretty fun, huh? And super easy. This is just a journal card from the kit. Okay, let's lay this aside, and we're going to pull this one out. It's just the center page, okay? So that's what it is. Let me find a place to lay this. We're going to use one page. This is the center page, already folded, and it fits in our signature. We're going to use one page. I didn't backside print this because there's no use. It's going to be folded together. You're not going to see the back of it. So what I want to do is make that belly band, and it can match, it can not match, whatever. It's just going to be a stacked image really on top of this, but we're going to make it to where it'll sort of look like it's offset, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Okay. I hope that made sense. We want it to be, let me get some measurements, because I really didn't write anything down. I was just sort of tinkering around and playing. So we want it to be 2 inches wide, and our little tag in here is 1.5 inches wide. So if that helps right now. We've got this is 1.5 inches on the height, and it just enough to fold around. It's just going to take one piece of paper. You'll have a little bit left over out of one piece of paper. Yep, that's what we're going to do. Okay, so let me put this aside, and we want it to be 2 inches. So pick out the piece you want to be the front of your, I mean, if you have just blanky paper, then use whatever. Start from the edge and cut, you know, however much you want. But since I want it to be 2 inches and sort of stack up on itself, then I'm going to do this. Okay, so let me move some stuff out of my way so I can have room for my ruler. Alright, I want it to be 2 inches and sort of half of this part and half of this part, right? So that you've got it in the middle-ish of your paper. It's just me thinking out loud. So we're going to do a line. Now this is not a cut line. This is a score line, okay? There's a difference. I'm marking it with pencil either way, but there is a difference. When you go to score, let me get this in scoreboard mode. When you go to score something that you want to be on the front, then you score your score lines here, and wherever the other one was, here, and then you leave yourself enough to fold around because we've got to make the pocket, right? Okay, we're going to score here, and we're going to score here. And that gives us the front of our belly band. I hope I'm not confusing anybody. I don't want to confuse you. So we're going to just fold this over, and we're going to fold this over, right? Now, we're not going to need all of this. So we're going to trim it off. See, we won't need all of that. We'll need, let's see. I don't want to score the whole thing because we got to score again. We'll need to here-ish. And I'm going to trim that off so that we're just dealing with what we're dealing with for the belly band pocket. That's what we're going to do. Hopefully. Okay. Now this we save because we're going to use it in a minute. Okay. We still got other stuff to do. Now we've got this here and we've got this here. We don't need all of that. So what I'm going to do is fold it. Hope I'm not confusing anybody. I'm going to fold it and see where that lands, and then I'm going to go overlap it 1/2 inch so that I've got plenty of room to, you know, or more. I mean, it's okay. I just don't want to have all that back there as a bulky piece of something, you know, on my belly band. So I'm just going to trim that part off. Okay? Alright. Now, what we're going to do is go back to scoreboard mode. Like I said, we had some more scoring to do. And I made this belly band sort of like you would a coin envelope or something, you know, just something like that. Okay, we're going to take 1/2 inch there. We're going to take 1/2 inch here. And I think we're done with this for a minute. Okay, let's get that out of the way. And put that out of the way. So we're going to do fold up and press down. And fold up and press down. Okay, I want this to be my top, so, and this is going to be my bottom. But as we do that, we're going to take out a little wedge here, like so, and a little wedge here, like so, also up here. It's going to all make sense in just a minute, I promise. Okay? Now, you don't have to do the top the way I'm doing it, but I just thought since it's going to be on the page and there's something coming up out of it, and being pushed down into it, I want to fold these down and just glue them down so that I have extra strength here. You don't have to keep these, they're just there, and so I thought, well, I'm just going to glue them down. So that's what I, did, is glued them down. It's not that you have to be super, picky about this. You don't. I just wanted them glued down so that I have extra strength on this belly band. If you're using lightweight paper, this is really, really a good idea. This is lightweight cardstock, so it would be okay-ish. I just want that extra bit of security, right? Like so. Okay, brayer, excuse my reach. Then I'm just going to let those dry while I'm doing the next part, okay? So this part, I am going to take this off. And you can go up at a slight angle, which is fine, or come in at a slight angle, whichever way you want to do that. I need to see the score line. Okay. You got to see your score line because you won't be able to, get things done right if you don't. Okay. Now, I wanted this to be, a little bit of a gusseted pocket. I want a little room in there in case somebody wants to put something extra in, right? So this is going to go in like so and like so, right? All right. Let's see. Time for some tape. I'm going to put some tape across here because that's how I am. Now, you don't have to use the double stick tape, but if you're not using the double stick tape, use a good quantity of glue, because if you don't, it might not hold good enough. Just saying. Now I'm putting the double stick tape along the edge of this one and along the inside edge of this one. You just decide how you're going to fold it, and you can fold it either way. And on one side you put it on the inside, and one side you put it on the outside. That's going to make sense in a minute too. It's a thing. I make sense in a minute. In a minute. And there we go. Okay, so we're going to take our tape off here and put some glue on there because I may need some move around negotiation with it. Just saying. Now we're going to take our tape off this side. Yep, like so. A little bit of, glue. This doesn't have to be too precise, but you do want that on there, or I do. I think it works best for me if I do it this way. So, you can do it how you want. You do you. Did I just stick my sleeve in that? I don't know. Okay, so I'm going to put some glue over here, just so I have, extra security. This is going to be a very sturdy belly band, but it needs to be because we're putting a slider on it, and it's going to have stuff going behind it and inside it. So it needs to be real sturdy, okay? So we've got that far. We've got our pocket inside, see? And it's pretty already. I mean, if you don't want to do the extra stuff on it now, you've got a good belly band as is, right? Give it a little bit of this. Since I'm making it a slider, I won't be able to put my usual lace on the sides and stuff, which is fine. I like the slider. I'll put lace on the slider, so that's okay. So I'm going to give it a little bit of, light inking around, just so we have that good, nice vintage look to it. Okay, now we've got to make our slider, and that's where we bring back in our piece of paper that we cut off. And we need it to be able to fold around. Now, let me see. On this one, it was 1.5 inches on the width, the height. Okay, so we need 1.5 inches of front space. Okay, so that means we need 3 inches cut off of here, and I'm going to cut it on the long part because you need it to fold around. I hope it's going to fold around. I'm just doing what I'm doing, guys. Okay, we need 3 inches so that we fold that in half. I'm doing this side. You can do whatever side. It doesn't matter. Okay. Going back to scoreboard mode because I want to just get a straight fold edge on this. Actually, yeah, no, I want to do it that way. I was going to say maybe I want to fold it the other way. But no, I want to fold it like this, just straight down in half, right? And then we'll close that up. Okay. Let me put this aside again. Let me do that. Also, now I didn't mention it, but when you take 1/2 inch off here and 1/2 inch off here, when you're folding those in, that makes it set better on your page. It's not all the way to the end, if that makes sense. I think it, works. It works for me. Okay, so this is our bottom, this is our top. We want to do a dry run and fold this around gently, making sure we've got it straight with itself. And then fold this around I guess I could just do it this way. I don't know if I want to do it that way. I want to do it this way. Okay, we want to fold it down gently, so you don't want it to be really, really tight, okay? Because that can cause problems with your sliding, okay? You want it to have some room to sort of, you know, go up and down and stuff like that. Okay, now we're going to cut off the pieces we don't need, okay? I do like a slider belly band. Okay, we want to take off this much. Yep, this much. And then as we do this, we want to say, oh, we want it to be like so. So this side we want to mark. I'm just going to mark it like here. So not so much measuring, just mark it and trim it, and there you go. Okay. All right. Now we've got our piece that we're going to use for that. I hope that makes sense. I do. Okay. So, of course, we're going to go back and make sure. It's just me being, you know, me. But okay. We're going to go back and make sure that it fits, and it does. So we're going to open it up and put some, you know, I'm going to use double stick tape. Use glue, use whatever you want to use. I don't know that I would use glue stick, but if that's what you prefer, then use a whole lot of it. Just saying. Because this is going to need to be sturdy, real sturdy. Because of it's going to be moving. If you have a moving part on something, it needs to be sturdy, right? Okay, now there we go. Give it a good press down, and we're going to take it off. And take this off. And yes, I'm going to do glue on, especially the edges. I don't want anything letting go of anything. I want it to stay where I put it and behave itself. So, just saying. Okay, now. There we are. Give it a good press down. Alright, now we've got it. So to put this on here, we're going to go back and make sure our folds are folding properly, because you know, you just put, or I just put, you know, double stick tape in there. It's a thing. Okay, so we're going to, I'm going to use this. We're going to do the same thing like we did before. We're going to put tape on the inside and on the outside edge, okay? The parts that are going to be touching each other. That's where you want to put that gives you extra strength and hold, and you can be settled with it real quick. You don't have to worry about it letting go too quick, you know. It'll hang on when you put that tape. But as I am me, I'm going to, ooh, that's got junky on it. Okay, don't want junky on my project. Okay, we're going to just put our glue here and our glue here, right over the tape. Yep. Okay, then we're going to give it a good fold in, okay? And yeah, I didn't put it on. Now, if you wanted to put it on here and do that, you can. You can. But sometimes you have a little bit of glue that squidges out. It's best to let it squidge out not on there. Just saying. I have a, you know, when I put the different things on, you kind of have to think about strategically. Are you going to, what are you going to do with it? How are you going to set it up? And you want it to just go in and slide on, right? Now, when we put the lace on the top, it won't slide off, and on the bottom. It won't slide off then, but right now it will. So let's go ahead and get our lace on this part so that we can get it on there and put the lace on there. This is coming together so nice, guys. So nice. Okay. We're going to, where did I start that one? I don't know. You can't really tell. Okay. Every mind then. Okay. I'm going to start it right here. Because to me, let's see. Yeah, to me this is the bottom. Yep, that's the bottom. And we're going to put that on like so. It's just a pretty little thing to be on there. I mean, you don't have to do the slider, but, you know, I think it's pretty. And it is another little sort of a belly band, right? So you can stick stuff in it. I think it's cool. Since I didn't, since I was going to put the lace on here, I didn't ink it. If you're not going to put the lace, you can ink it, and it's still pretty. I mean, you know, it is what it is. It's pretty. Okay. But you know, I'm going to put the lace on, so you really won't see the edges. I don't think. I don't think so. Yep. Give that a roll. Get my brayer all mucky, right? Okay. And we've got this almost done. And I'm going to use some of the fussy cuts from the kit because they're cute. And, you know, if you have them, why not use them, right? There's a lot of things you can use to, you know, to decorate this if you don't have the kit. I mean, just use what you've got in your stash, you know, whatever. There's a lot of freebies that I've given over the years that you can use to decorate this. So whatever you want to do, just do. It will be fine. I'll hold that a second so that it, yeah. Okay, scissors. We're going to trim this off and glue it down. Now, you could make this a pocket. I thought about that, and then I thought, that might be a little bit, I don't know, overkill. Too much. But you could make it a pocket. You could. Okay, let me get my pieces here. Uh-oh. Looks like I tore my bunny's ear off. Let me see if I can fix that. Oh yeah, I can fix that. And once it gets down on that thing, it won't be bothered. So, okay. Can't tell it, huh? Okay, we've got that, and we've got our, where's our, I'm losing things. Oh, here it is. Okay, we're going to put the books down first. All right. And yes, I print on the back side because, well, I'm not going to waste this paper. It costs a few pennies, you know. All right, let's see. Yep. We're going to put our books a little bit ski-wampus, you know, just like so, because I didn't want them super duper straight, right? I mean, you can put them straight. It's okay. It's fine. I'm not saying you can't. It's just, I wanted them a little bit skew-whiffed. Okay? And we're going to get our little bunny on there. And nobody will know I ripped his ear off. Oh my word. Okay, and I'm going to sit him a little bit skew-whiffy too. And give it a press. Not too much elevator music, but gosh guys, this is going to be so pretty. I mean, we already know what it's going to look like, right? It's that thing, huh? Okay, now make sure you didn't glue anything together in there. It's all good and decorated, so we're going to slide it on there. And that's our sleeve, and it slides really good, so that's good. Now we're going to put our lace on the bottom and on the top, and that's our bumper for the, you know, for this. Okay. Now, I took a piece of one of the background pages in the kit. Well, they're mostly background pages, I mean, really, you know. But I took a piece of the one that's got the rose and brick and made the tall tags. Just make them whatever size. Mine are 1.5 inches wide because I knew for sure that would go in the pocket, right? And so just whatever you have, if you're making a pocket like this, you have to sort of make a custom tag if you're going to put something in it, you know. And if you make a pocket, you got to put something in it, right? So, yep. Okay, let's do this one. All right, now we've got that done. We got to stick our little girl in there because she sits right in there. Cute, our little paper doll is doing her job. Now, this is, like I said, the rose and brick page. I backed it with file folder, and it just goes right in there. I still have to put some ribbon or something in that. So let's get this on the page before we get too much further along in our thing here. See, it's just going to sit right there in the center. Isn't that going to be pretty? Gosh. Yep, I think so. Okay. Yes, because that card goes behind. I'm sorry. I'm having a conversation in my brain. It's a thing. Okay, I'm going to take this out for a minute and put some tape and a little bit of glue because, yep, we want it to be good and sturdy and secure. No letting loose or anything, right? Okay. Yep, there we go. Bring it together. All right, let's get this. Now you have to kind of put them, you can try putting it down top and then bottom, but on this one, I found that it's simpler just to put them both at the same time and just, you know, be careful. But if you use the double stick tape and put some glue on there, you've got some room to move around, and you don't have to worry about you know, sticking it down and, oh my gosh, I can't move it now, you know, and having to rip things apart. So, if you put the glue on there, you've got maneuverability, negotiation room. I just want it to be in the center of the page, much space on the top and on the bottom, more or less, and then just hold it there for a second. Give it a, where's my brayer? Give it a good roll over. And this one a good roll over. Okay. Let it sit for a minute and then we'll stick our card in there. We've got to get, what kind of ribbon do I want to put on that? I've got some here on the desk that might work. Let me see. While I'm waiting for that to dry, because it needs a second, you know. This is sort of a pinky salmon color. See what that looks like. I can deal with that. I can. It's a little wide, but I'm okay with it. Oh, that's pretty. Where's my... Okay, let me trim these off a little bit without trimming my finger, because that would be awkward. Okay, and I need my this, because you do have to send your ends, send your edges, right? Let me do this one too whilst I'm here. I may swell, right? Let me get that out of the way because it's in the way. Okay, get this through here. I like it. I thought, oh, that might not work, but it does. Okay. Just a faux bow. It'll stay in there. It's one of those things that it's not going to come untied unless you untie it. Then it'll come untied. Okay, let's do our singeing. Okay, and this one. All right, put that away and cause a craft to blanch. Okay, now I don't know which one went to what, but we're just gonna stick this one in here like so, and stick this one in here like so, more or less like so. Okay, now, awesomely awesome, super cute. Now, you can use any of the paper dolls that's in the kit. I just thought she had a little bit of blue in her scarf or whatever that is. And he's got blue in his pants and vest, and there's a blue book there. So I was just kind of going with that. A little bit of Papa Blue. So, but yeah, isn't that adorable? I mean, come on, guys. That's beautiful. And this one goes, let's see, this one, yeah, this one goes in this one. Like so. Pretty, and you have the little bit of stuff hanging up at the top. I like that too. Okay, what did I do with the other one? Okay, I don't know. I've been rearranging my desk and stuff, and this one goes in this one. It's so cute. It's just adorable. Okay, all right. Now we've got our center, not a center spread because that would be inside, but we've got our center page worked on. We've got our first page worked on. So here we go. That's cute. Okay, I'm gonna put it like this so you can see what we've got done. Yeah, like so. Pretty, huh? We are gonna make one of the most beautiful journals you have ever seen in your life. I have confidence in this one. These papers are beautiful. The little embellishments and stuff, there's so much to work with. But if you don't have this kit, you can still make a beautiful journal. One of the most beautiful journals you've ever seen. Just follow along and do what I'm doing, right? I hope you're having fun with it. I sure am having fun with it. And to me, it's beautiful. I hope you guys like it. Yeah, to me, it's beautiful. So I have to say it, you know. Okay. You guys take care. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. TTFN.